I have been in Bristol about a year. I came to Bristol with my family through the United Nations Resettlement Program.
It's even difficult moving from one city to another. I can't even imagine what it's like to move from one country to another, especially under difficult circumstances. So I just wanted to be part of welcoming people, making them happy here, and helping in the way that I can. I'm Kevin. I'm a university lecturer and I volunteer with Bridges for Communities.
My name is Yasser. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Syria. Syria was a safe place to be, but when the war started, everything changed. We had to leave because it's not safe. The British government and the city council, they provided us with a new house. They helped us to settle into a new life.
I chose to volunteer with Bridges for a number of reasons really. So just living in Bristol, I could see that we had lots of different people living here, and when I learned that we had lots of people arriving from other countries, I saw a need there and I wanted to help out in the best way that I can. I think we can all act in our own way, and what better way than to make a friend.
The biggest challenge is learn a new language. The most important, practice English, because academic study, not enough to speak English. That's very important, the listening and the speaking.
If you are going to make this IELTS.
So the process was quite easy really. So initially I registered that I was interested, and I had a chat about what it might involve just to answer some of my questions. And then I attended an induction session with other befrienders, and we learnt more about what the role involved, what expectations were, the sort of situations we might be in, or what's expected, or things we need to be sensitive or aware of. We had our initial introduction. So Yasser and I were introduced in a cafe in the centre of Bristol. It was very informal, very relaxed. And during that initial meeting, it's just a chance to get to know each other, the usual meeting a new person type situation. And from then we established that we try and meet once per week just to catch up. And we started and we met in the same cafe every week and sort of established a routine there. And even from the start it was really fun. Time was my biggest concern, not just the time, but finding a regular time where I could feel that I could commit. But actually what I found is by making the time became available. And some weeks we can't meet. Equally, Yasser's busy too, so if there's a time we can't meet, well, then we rearrange, just like any other friendship, I would say. Getting to know Yasser has been just like getting to know anybody. He's just like anybody else. So at the very beginning there was a slight language barrier, but actually that was the whole point. So we were meeting regularly every week and I could see that it was getting easier and easier to communicate. So initially we would just have a coffee, maybe talking about our week or reading the newspaper or helping with English homework. But as time went on, we became friends. So our meetings turned more to normal friendship where we'd go out and enjoy Bristol. So we would go for walks. We've been on cycle tours, so we've taken our mountain bikes and been around the city. We've been bowling, we've been cooking together, and we just sometimes go to events together as well. And it's been a two-way process. It started off with me showing Yasser Bristol and introducing him to the different places to go that I was aware of. But actually, as Yasser spends more time in the city than I do, actually he's been teaching me about Bristol. And actually I'm much more up to date now on the best places to go out.
I'm so excited to learn the English language, and my friendship with Kevin has given me lots of confidence, especially with speaking English. I would like to go to the university. I feel very good because I have right here.
I'm quite unlikely in my life to go to Syria or to other countries, but actually I get to learn all about it and I get introduced to new foods, I make new friends, new ways of doing things, and actually there are things about being Syrian that I really like, and actually I might adopt into my own way of living. It's always nice to make a new friend and to learn about new cultures and also to be welcoming. It's actually quite fun and nice to be a welcoming person and help someone adapt to a new life in a new place, it's nice to be able to be involved in the tiny way that I can be.